Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. I hope everyone out there is doing well. We got somebody mowing next door and it sounds like the rain is coming down. So hopefully it's not too noisy, but this is what I got to work with. So today I am going to do my review for you on the new film Mortal Kombat. This was released April 16th of this year and directed by Simon McCoy. He hasn't done anything other than this full-length feature. This is, I believe, his first full-length feature. The only thing I see that he's done noted before this was a short. This was released on New Line Cinemas as well as Atomic Monster and Broken Road Productions. So it's got a lot of powerhouse behind it. Some of the cast, just some of the cast, because it was quite the lengthy listing. But you had Jessica McNamee as Sonya Blade, Louis Tan, who plays Cole Young, who's a new character to Mortal Kombat for this film. You have Joe Taslim as... Something that annoyed me about this, I know enough about the Mortal Kombat backstory and folklore that this annoyed me a little bit, but he's listed in the credits as Noob Saibot, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute, but this is Sub-Zero. And then you have Hiroyuki Sanada, who played Scorpion. So essentially this film takes place, you follow the character of Cole Young, who is one of those like MMA fighters, and he just, I guess he used to be great and now he just takes cheap beatings. But he's found out that he has this birthmark that's more than a birthmark, and also, be prepared for a lot of spoilers in this one. I'm going to announce it down here because I have a few grievances with this film. Starting out with this character. He is not in the Mortal Kombat ethos at all. He's a new character for this film, so I don't know if it's somebody he's going to... they're going to, I guess, write into future games or what they're going to do, or if maybe there's been talk that he may be the character of Johnny Cage for the next film. But yeah, the film starts out, you get the backstory with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, which to my knowledge is backwards. Like, I know that they were in combating clans, but it was a backwards storyline, which and if I'm wrong, call me out in the comments below, but I think I'm right about this. So yeah, it seemed very backward with that storyline, and then it transitions after Sub-Zero kills Scorpion. So you follow the Cole Young role. He gets picked up by Jax later and introduced to this world that's more than meets the eye. You get introduced by Sonya after Sub-Zero decides to crawl back into the movie as I guess a later henchman of Shang Tsung. You see where Jax gets his arms frozen off and broken up, which I thought was a better kind of like behind the scenes like peek, rather than in the older movies like in Annihilation, when he just had the arms, like the bionic arms implanted into him, like onto him, and it just seemed a bit silly. But I like the storyline of this where Sub-Zero like killed his arms. Didn't like how it transitioned later with how his arms became how they were. That, I don't know, it was... Let's continue. You get introduced to Sonya Blade after Jackson Cole Young's family is attacked by Sub-Zero, and he's told to go find Sonya Blade. He finds Sonya Blade. You get introduced to Kano, who, in this film, Kano is played by Josh Lawson, who I've only ever really known from the TV show Superstore, who plays like a real sleazy pharmacist. So it was nice to see him in like a more like legit character role. But you have all that, and then you have, you meet these characters, you meet Kano, then you find out that there's so much more to the whole, like, that there's this underground, outworld Mortal Kombat tournament, and it just kind of goes from there. You get introduced to, you know, Raiden, Liu Kang, Kung Lao. They help to train the fighters from the Earth realm to go against Shang Tsung and his, is it Outer Realm? I can't remember the names right now. It's not coming to me. But you know, they have to fight Mortal Kombat, and Shang Tsung is wanting to cheat his way into another victory, as is in most Mortal Kombat films. What really frustrated me about the Noob Saibot portion of this is Noob Saibot is a character after Sub-Zero dies, and Sub-Zero doesn't die until the end of the film. So, and he doesn't get declared as Noob Saibot at that point, which confuses me. Another thing with that character, he spoke 3 different languages, Chinese, Japanese, and American English. And yeah, it's like he just kind of went with whatever language worked, and then if somebody spoke it, he stuck with it. I didn't care for that very much. I think it would have been best if either the entire film was spoken in different languages, or it was all in one unified language. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I mean, the action sequences were cool. You kind of find out how each individual gets their own powers. With the Cole Young character, after he gets his powers, it's very much like like, you don't know who he is. Yeah, I don't know if he's Johnny Cage. He sort of might possibly resemble a Johnny Cage, but he also has like billy clubs, like Striker had. So I don't know what he's supposed to be. NetherRealm, I think is what I was trying to think of earlier. But yeah, you know, if you're into just an action flick, and I think this film created its own backstory, so it didn't need like further explanation of characters, things like that. You just kind of learn along the way. And I think this is supposed to be an introductory film to a bigger universe later on down the road. But it seemed like a lot of things happened, like the Goro scene. It just seemed like it was out of nowhere and out of context to the moment, and I didn't like it. It was like a fight next to a garage behind a house. It was, I wasn't a huge fan. All in all, I definitely say check this movie out. You know, it's a good film for what it is. You get a bunch of really good laughs from Kano. The moments I chuckled the most in this film were from Kano. But I don't think that his jokes are going to age well. You know, I can watch the first 2 Mortal Kombat films 10 years, 20 years from now, and it'll work, to my knowledge. I don't think there was any like weird, like specific to date humor. Where this had kind of like, I think 10, 20 years from now, people are gonna be like, wait, I don't get that reference. And you're gonna have to like Google it, or whatever form of Google there is in the future. I'm sure it'll still be Google, but I mean, it is a good movie for what it is. I give it a 2-star. I don't know if I would particularly revisit it. I'll watch the next movie when it comes out. I may revisit this one prior to whenever that film is released, but I don't think I'll intentionally like watch this movie again. I much rather enjoyed the Mortal Kombat Legacy shorts that came out years ago. It gave new twists to the Mortal Kombat franchise and like sort of different understandings and storylines behind each character that I thought was rather enjoying. But this, you know, again, 2-star, I don't know if I'll just revisit it on my own just one Friday night when I have nothing else to do. I think it'll be at a buddy's house, or I don't know. But don't let that negate you. Definitely check it out, because this might be one of your favorite films. So again, 2-star. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't and you disagreed with everything I said, give it a thumbs down. And if I botched anything, let me know in the comments below. Or if you agreed with anything I said today, throw that in the comments below. And as always, be good to one another, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.